So in a recent interview, Travis Kelce mentioned that him and Taylor Swift never have any arguments or disagreements or haven't had any fights. And I recently heard a similar thing from George Clooney and his wife Amal, that in their long-term relationship, I think they've been together married for 10 years or so, they also do not fight. And is that a good thing or is that not so good? Because you hear conflicting reports about this. What I have to say is that I'm guessing that in both those relationships, given the nature of the people involved, that there is disagreement and there probably is some sort of friction at times, but it's discussed and they fight right, so to speak. So it doesn't actually turn into an argument. It's more of a discussion and hearing each other out. And I've worked with some couples and women who they'll say, well, my partner and I never fight. There's no conflict. We don't really have problems. Things are pretty calm and there's no real ongoing arguments about things. But in those cases, often the issues are below the surface and they're just not being addressed. So there's a difference between relationships where people are saying what they think, they're voicing their needs and their wants, they're sharing that they're not happy about something. And that's not fighting. That's just communication. That's good communication. And it's not fighting. It's not arguments like big blowout fights where someone's throwing a plate against the wall. That's a different kind of fight. So I'm guessing with Taylor and Travis and the Clooneys that they have disagreements and they have some friction, but they resolve it in a healthy way. Whereas some couples where there's nothing going on, nothing volatile anyways above the surface, underneath there's conflict there and there's friction and frustration and resentment. And that is what you want to be addressing, because most relationships that die or marriages that die, they die because of ice, which is non-communication, as opposed to fire, which is more emotions. So hope that helps.